Alright, baby. What's going on, people? Your boy is back. He's back with another live stream. You know what I'm saying? I thought I'd go live today, man. I was just like, man, there's nothing to do, man. Let's just do some live Zogz, bro. So what's everyone saying, man? As you can see by the title of this live stream, I'm gonna be talking about the Glazers and all that good stuff. But obviously it's just another live stream, so just come in, enjoy. Whoever shows up, shows up. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are new, smash the like, all that good stuff. But what's everyone saying, man? Yeah, man, they get Glazers, bro. The Glazers need to dip, bruv. I just saw something today. It says echoing. Why is it echoing for? Is it echoing now? Can't be echoing now. Yeah, man. Saw something today that you know, the Glazers need to dip, bro. Like they're apparently letting Ten Hag just die. Just like they don't want to back Ten Hag in January, man. This is the problem. This is why I've said for so long, we just won't be successful under these lot. We just won't. Like we're just not gonna be good until these owners piss off. Like there's no way that. I get it, yeah. We spent a lot of money this summer, but that's not the point. You can't just be like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. That's the whole problem with the Glazers. That's the whole problem with this money argument. It goes from like, I remember when Jose was like, oh yeah, but he got money, but Van Gaal got money and all this stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, but it's not about just money, bro. Like you can't just back someone halfway. Yeah, you spend a lot of money in the first window, but then continue that. You can't just be like, oh, here you go, you got some money now, and then now work with it. This is what I fear. This is why until we either get a Jim Radcliffe or whoever you want to say is gonna come in and do whatever he's gonna do, we're not gonna be the powerhouse under the Glazers. The Glazers do not give a shit about being at the top. They don't care. They don't invest into the team the way they want to. Every bit of money that we spend comes from us, bro. It doesn't come from the Glazers. It comes from us. It doesn't come from the owners' investment. Nothing. That's the money side. As far as whatever's going on with the football, they don't care. This is just a cash cow trying to milk the money and then dipping in it. And that's why there's been a lot of you know things now like, oh, they're gonna sell or they're gonna do this. They have to sell because there's no way like this can go on forever. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it can't go on ever. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. But this can't go on forever, man. I can't deal with it personally. Like, I just feel like the structure is just all wrong, you know. Like even this summer, even though we spent a lot of money, it was very similar to what we've always seen with Van Gaal, with Jose, with Oli. You know what I mean? All right, he got 6 players and he did get backed by the players, but it still just looks the same. Still looks amateurish, you know. We was just, you know, we only bought players after we got slapped up by Brentford. That's kind of what it looked like. You know what I mean? It could have been different. You know, it was going from Rabiot to Arnautovic to Casemiro and Anthony. And it was just like, what's going on here? Like, well, that doesn't make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Change channel name to Pogs. Well, I'm going to change the channel name to Pogs. What, for Pogba and that? All incompetent ball. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it is just kind of like, it is what it is. And I saw an article today from Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic, and it's just basically saying that Ten Hag is just not going to get backed in January. So it's going to be a case of basically this is what he's got until next season, and they're going to be plotting for the summer. But it's like, why? Like, just why? Like, apparently the transfer budget is cut in half or whatever it is and all this stuff. I don't understand why. I don't get it, man. Like, Ten Hag's transfer budget is anticipated to be restricted in January due to worries of overspent in summer. Well, if you didn't dilly-dally with De Jong all that time, you could have got Anthony at that time. Like, we only made 10 million off Andres Pereira. Like, deep how shit we are in terms of selling players. Like, that's ridiculous. How, out of all those players that we have at the club, how have we not made any money on these players, bro? Like, what is going on? Who is running this thing? We spent over 200 million on like 6 players, right? That's cool. We only plan to spend 100 million. Well, that was great. We only plan to. That's what I'm saying. We only plan to spend 100 million. 100 million today is Anthony, essentially. That's no one. That's nothing. That can't run, bruv. That can't run. I'm sorry, but like you man need to piss off in it. Like we need some proper bad man in here. Big up for the super chat. KEBM, big up yourself. Glazers out all day, all long, brother. You know what I'm saying? Big up for the super chat. But what's everyone saying, man? Like, obviously, you guys let me know. You know what I mean? But the 200 million, it was great. We could have got Tielemans for 25, 30, bro, for real. But for some reason, we just don't want to go for it. And I saw Ten Hag talking today. He was not. I saw comments of what he said. He was saying what was he saying, man? He was saying, you know, basically we need to improve the structure and stuff like that, right? And I was like, damn, like how are you gonna do that though? Because you can have an opinion, but if the people don't want to do nothing at the top, what's gonna change? Like how are you gonna change it? Like this is what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. Man United treat money like it's nothing, overinflated fees. Come on, bro, for real, man. Brentford video is so class, loving the reactions. Big up, Jack. Yeah, man. I mean, you would probably like the Brentford one. We got slapped. But there's a deeper rooted issue at this club, man. And I think we can always just look at it and be like, oh, be positive and be this and be that. But the reality is, it's like United will never be that club anymore. Like, it will just be like I look at what Liverpool's done and I feel like they got lucky with the Coutinho thing. I feel like they punched way above their weight. They shouldn't really be competing at that level, because if you actually look at the spend and you actually look at the net spend that Klopp's gone through, that's kind of what you're hoping for with United. But the problem is, it still didn't dismantle City. Like, City is a powerhouse now. City is what United used to be in the 90s and the early 2000s, until Chelsea and Roman come in with his big boy money. So I'm looking at it now and I'm like, okay, all right. Is United ever going to get back to the top? I don't personally see it. I personally see that United is going to hope to just stay in the top four. I feel like all of this is just for top four. I feel like all of this is just for Champions League money and not to compete at the top level. That's my opinion. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Ten Hag is going to do something. I hope he's going to punch way above his weight. But I just don't see it. And that's why a lot of people have been calling for like a Jim Ratcliffe or anyone like that, because they basically want a new owner that's going to invest. Now, I'm not saying that he might be the best owner in the world. He might not be, you know what I'm saying? But anyone could be better than the Glazers at this point, because the Glazers don't invest fuck all. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't invest no money into the club. They don't invest nothing in terms of the stadium, in terms of the training facilities, in terms of staff, in terms of structure. They don't. They don't care, really. They're just trying to milk this thing as much as... Imagine like a lemon, yeah? Imagine like a lemon. You're looking at a lemon, you're like, all right, cool. I'm going to just squeeze this as much as I can. You know what I mean? And that's what Glazers are doing until the lemon is just sucked up and dry and there's nothing to hold on to, and they just get rid of it. That's why, I don't know, man. Personally, honestly, I'm worried, bro. Like, I'm actually worried about what's going on with this club. And this summer don't change shit for me. This summer actually showed me that nothing's changed, really. We just spent 6 players. It was a panic. It wasn't like we got 6 players in the door like, oh crap, we're looking serious. We got Nkunku, we got this. It just kind of looked like United of old. Like, it just looked like we always go for the big signing in the Casemiro, overspend on someone. Like, what did we do that was so, like, sick? That's what I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Big up, man. Spam Glazers out in the chat, man. I want to see that shit. That's what I want to say. That's what I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, okay, so what's going on with the whole the club, the structure? Is it getting any better? Is it getting any worse? I look at it and it just looks exactly the same, and it looks like we've been fed a load of cobblers from from the Glazers again that, oh yeah, we're not going to get nothing in January. Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. All right, we spent 200 million. So what, bruv? So what? That's nothing. We only bought 6 players. We need to bring. This is what I mean. Like, if this was Pep, yeah, Pep would have been buying. They would be buying him a player. I remember they were thinking of buying a left winger just because Sane got injured, like, and that was in January. I remember it, and I was just like, okay. And then now, this is the difference, man. We ain't got the right people in charge. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got the right people, man. I'm sick to death of it. Like, I think, you know, and all this Michael Knighton bullshit is all bollocks and all, bruv. Like, he ain't got the money to do nothing, bruv. He's chatting rubbish. He's hoping for someone else to come in. That's all he is. He's just like a fan out just speaking. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not buying this thing. I don't know what we're going to do against Man City. That's another thing. We'll talk about Man City in a sec. You think Casemiro was a panic signing, bro? I think the whole signings were all panic, bro. I think Casemiro definitely was, like, 100%, because they were dilly-dallying with De Jong for so long, like dilly-dally, bruv, like Deli Alley, like it was mad. How could you go from Rabiot and Arnautovic to Casemiro? It doesn't make no sense. We was banging on Frankie De Jong's, like, all these in the know accounts, all these, like, man are chatting about, oh, bruv, he's coming, he's signed. Shut up. They were chatting rubbish. They didn't know nothing, bro. All these in the knows don't know nothing, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And he didn't come. Our whole thing was on De Jong. This guy made it clear 3-4 months ago, I don't want to leave Barcelona. United should have said, oh, swear down. See you later, bruv. I don't care. Like, I don't care how good you are. If you don't want to be here, piss off. And I feel like we got our pants pulled down. And then, you know, the reason I know, and you can't even say Rabiot was a smoke screen and this was a smoke screen, is because John Murtough was actually there in Turin. So, he wanted him. You don't go all the way there just to kind of pump fake. What's the point? I mean, you're an idiot anyway if you're doing that. Imagine you taking a whole flight just to fool everyone else in the media just to go for Casemiro. That's, I mean, if you're on that kind of stupidness, you're dickhead in the first place. What kind of CEO does that? So I don't believe he done that. Right? So, we were going from Rabiot to Arnautovic. They saw the Arnautovic backlash. And then all of a sudden we went back into Anthony. But we was also linked to Gakpo. Like, it's just wrong, bro. Like, it's all wrong. Like, I'm telling you, like, facts. Like, I'm telling you right now, we are not going to be that powerhouse team that people think we're going to be under Ten Hag. Trust me. The way I look at it is, we're going to hope that Ten Hag tries to be on some Jesus shit and get wine out of water, bro. Because I don't see it happening. Like, personally, I don't see it happening. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know. Prediction against Man City. Genuinely, I think we're going to beat Man City. I just genuinely think we do. I just feel like we are so perfect for them. It's happened under Oli. Do you know what I'm saying? We was like, oh, we're gonna get panned by City, and all of a sudden, Martial, Rashford ripped them up on a counter attack, because this team's greatest strength is City's greatest weakness, which is on the transition, and we attack the fullback spaces, which is why we actually have a decent record against Man City. I don't see us outplaying them. I mean, that's not gonna happen, regardless of who's going what. But the way we beat Arsenal, the way we beat Liverpool, is the way we're going to beat Man City. And I wouldn't be surprised if we beat them. Do you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm expecting to kind of not lose, like, at least against Man City. Do you know what I mean? Because I just see it. And I don't know what's going to happen with the international break. You don't know what's going to happen. Injuries, blah, 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 blah. I can't tell. Until if it's the same 11 that we've been seeing with, like, you know, Martinez, Varane at the back, etc., then... yeah, I definitely see us beating them. If we start playing Maguire's and Luke Shaw's, forget about it, man. We're going to get smoked, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Ran, hello, bro. I love you too, man. Big up yourself. But yeah, Man City is going to be a good one to... good one, man. Like, obviously, I'm nervous because I feel like... do you know what I'm saying? Bro, who do you think will start in the midfield versus City? I think it's going to be the same old. Like, if there's no injuries and there's no this and there's no bullshit, which international friendlies are gonna inevitably do, I think it's going to be McTominay, Eriksen, and Bruno. I don't think he's going to change from that. For me, I feel like he's found like his 11, Ten Hag, for now, like his initial 11. So I don't see him changing that really, because that's the same team that beat Liverpool and that's the same team that beat Arsenal, and that is literally the same team that's actually winning. So why change it? I think only when it starts going a bit wrong or a bit stale or this, some, that, or something happens, that's when he's going to rotate and change. We rotated against Sociedad and we lost, albeit due to a controversial penalty, but we lost. So there's certain players I can see that he trusts, and there's certain players I don't see like he trusts. So it is what it is. We need a better second team. It's not that good. It's not really. Our squad shit. If Haaland was in that City, Man United has Man United. It's not even about Haaland. I'm not that worried about Haaland. Like, I'm sure he will score, but I don't think we lose the game because of Haaland. I think we lose the game because they end up just running, like we just don't turn up basically. Because if we turn up and we play to our strengths and we turn up the way we're turning up against Liverpool or Arsenal, we'll beat them. Like I am not that beating Man City to me does not mean nothing about this team, because I've seen it before. I've seen it with Oli. I've seen Oli slap this team up, better Man City team as well. And Man City do concede goals, you know. They've been conceding goals this season. So, yeah. Like I said, we beat Man City with a worse team and they were a better team. So, it doesn't tell me anything, because United can turn up in these games. These are one-off games. Like, you can beat a City, you can beat a Liverpool, you can beat an Arsenal. Like, it's not a big deal. It's the small teams that United have always a trouble. They have a trouble against. You know what I mean? Whether it's like fucking Everton at home or Everton away, or, you know, those are the games, bro, where you win the title. You don't win titles by beating the big teams. Like, think about it like this, yeah? I'm gonna do some mathematics, yeah? It's top 6, yeah? Let's just say there's a top 6. Let's just say the top 6 is City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, Man United. Yeah, that's the 6 that we talk about. Everyone talks about top 6, blah, blah, blah. Cool. All right, say 9. So, you play 5 of those top 6 teams, yeah? 5. You play them twice. That's 10 games, right? There's 38 games in a season, yeah? So, if you was to lose against every single top 5, the top 6, yeah, let's just say United lost every single one, which we haven't so far. So, let's just say we're hypothetically lost. We lost those points, but we beat 14 of the other teams, right? So that's 28 games. Let's say we won 28 and we lost 10, right? 28 times 3, what's the maths? 60, 84 points. 84 points is what gets you if you lose against every top team and beat everyone else. You get 84 points. Now, would that win you the title? With Man City, probably not. You probably need 90 plus, but you will be probably second or thereabouts, right? That's what's more important. You can afford to draw a couple of games against the top 6, but you need to win the small games, bro. You need to win. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you guys agree, because the way I look at it is simple maths. Like, there's more shit teams than there's small teams. The best example was Oli. Like, Oli had a great record against the top 6. Like, there was a season where we didn't lose against Chelsea. We drew and lost against Liverpool. That was the only team we didn't think, and that was towards the end of the season, I remember. We beat City and drew against City. We drew against Arsenal twice. Tottenham we beat. We lost one, we beat them. Like, we accumulated like very high points. Like, it was up there with like Liverpool. One of them, I can't remember. But we didn't win the title. We didn't do shit. We didn't do nothing. So it's like, that's the way I look at it, man. I'm like, just beat City, cool. We're going to get gas, wank into a sock, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big gas. Don't get it twisted, bro. You're going to see me. I hate City. Like, I would love to beat them, especially Pep as well. But it's about the next game. What's the next game after Man City? Like, for United, that's the problem. Anyone know? Like, it's the next game that worries me. It's not necessarily Man City. Anyone can turn up for Man City. We got Omonia. That's in Cyprus as well. I might fly out there, bro. That's obviously Europa League, whatever. Then it's Everton. That's the game I'm worried about. Not Man City, bro. It's that Everton away. Goodison Park. That's what I'm worried about. Those are the games that United need to chop. Because you win these games, you will be in the top 4 comfortable. Comfortable. But that's the thing. United's obviously this season we haven't. Obviously we lost against Brentford and Brighton. But obviously, you know, we beat the Southamptons, we beat the Leicesters. Like, those are the ones that I get excited over. Like, okay, we're winning we're beating teams that we should. That's why Man City just go on a rampage, because they're going like 16, 17 games unbeaten. They beat all the teams they're supposed to, and then they just run away with the league. So that Everton game is what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Not the Man City games. That's a one-off, like, whatever. That's how I look at it. Big up from Indonesia. Big up Parhan. Do you think Dallow's good enough to be in the level of Trent and James? Let's talk about Dallow, man. I actually feel like he's been our best player this season. I actually feel like we can improve on Dallow attacking wise, which is so funny because that was his greatest asset. Like, if anyone could describe Dallow, it was like, oh, he's good attacking, he can swing in a great cross, but defensively he's not all day. He's not switched on. But he seems to me like he went to Italy, studied like Italian defending or some shit, come back, and he's just either matured. Obviously, I think he's got a great mentality. I think he played with a hole in his foot. That's when I was like, I respect that in it, because he could have just been like, yeah, fuck that. But he didn't. So yeah, man. Like I looked at it and I was just like, okay, Dallow is actually doing something decent, you know. Like, and he's been actually really good, and he's come in. He's done really well. And he's obviously good on the ball, and he progresses the ball, and you know, I still feel like he needs to do a bit more attacking wise. Like, I don't think he causes as much of a threat. He might do one little thing in the game that you think, okay, cool, whatever. But he's alright. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing more than alright, to be fair. He's doing good. Same with the left back. Malacia's it's the same situation. Malacia for me, I feel like he defensively, like, why I like Malacia more than Shaw, and why I hate Luke Shaw, yeah, is because Luke Shaw is like, he's just so like laid back about everything, laid back defending. Like, he's always running back or getting caught out. He doesn't really do anything attacking wise. He doesn't really do nothing really, and he's just there. And it's just like, no, we can do better than this. Now, Malacia at the moment, he's not great attacking, but he can play on both feet, left foot, right foot. He's better on the ball, I feel, in terms of progressing the passes. But he's got that defending, like, you're not beating me, bruv. Like, they're intense. Him and Martinez, they're intense. And we'll get onto Martinez in a second, because I'm loving this brother. But they're intent. Like, they got that, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, like, they don't want to get beaten kind of thing. Like, that's what I feel like with Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire. They're pussios. Like, they just don't care enough. Like, I can tell they don't. It doesn't, like, there's no intensity. Like, nah, but I'm sticking it on you. You're not sticking it on me. So that's what I like. That's why the defense has been better, because we've taken out a crap. Because nothing's changed. And then because of the natural instincts of those players, Martinez plays on 100%. He's playing on 100%. Varane's class anyway. Obviously, I was cussing him and that, but he's class. We know he's class. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe he was just looking bad because the whole team was just looking shaky. But you can see Varane, and especially with Martinez next to him, they complement each other, bro. It's like you got the cool composure in Varane, and then you got the fiery intensity, and it just meshes well. And that's exactly what Ferdinand and Vidic was. There were two different types of defenders, but together they just made a great partnership. It just worked. And yeah, obviously I think Rio was better by himself than maybe Vidic was, but Vidic needed that cool, calm guy. Do you know what I'm saying? If Vidic can play next to a Varane, look wavy. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously Vidic was my favourite defender anyway, but that's what I mean. That's why they fit, because whatever Martinez lacks in terms of calmness and sweeping up, Varane does that. And whatever Varane lacks in terms of intensity and physicality and the fight, Martinez has got that. So it just works. Martinez definitely better on the ball than Varane. And I feel like Dallow helps Varane a lot. I think Dallow has been class as well. So the back four, I look at it and I think defensively it's strong. Not like in terms of like attacking wise, but defensively it's strong. And then you got the midfield. So the midfield is like, for me, you know, bread and butter really. And I think Eriksen's come in. I'm still excited to see Casemiro. Like I know we play with Mick Mayonnaise and that, but I'm telling you, like when we get Casemiro fully firing, there's just certain things he does, like first time passes into the gap, like ball will come to him, you think it's gonna get pressed is by the throwing line, and he just passes it one time and he chips it over, and I'm like, we haven't had that in so long, man. And I'm like, I can't wait. Like I can't actually wait until he starts playing properly. And then obviously you've got Eriksen, who's just fucking sick anyway. Like I was rating this guy forever, man. I always wanted United to sign him. Even when he was at Tottenham and he kind of wanted to leave that season, I was like, Tottenham fans, I was like, bro, like this guy is sick. Every time this guy plays, the ball just gravitates to him and it's like, oh shit, he can create from nothing. He's class, man. And I think since what's ever happened to him since the Euros, he's probably grateful to just play, man. He's grateful to be alive, first of all, foremost. But he's probably thinking, raw, like I'm having a second chance at this. Like he's got a different mindset now than he was before. Because now he's like, oh shit, that could have been taken away from me. My life could have been taken away from me. So he's just playing with this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm playing on like I can't explain it, but it's like he just knows that he could have died. So when you know you could have died and you survived, you're grateful to play every minute and you play like that. So he's just playing with his confidence, his class. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not playing with that pressure like, oh, I'm a footballer, I need to do this. It's like, bro, I literally died, bro. So yeah, man. Eriksen and obviously Bruno just obviously he creates chances, man. He's frustrating the player to in terms of watching him, but Bruno creates chances, bro. Like if Bruno tries, one thing I like about Bruno is he fucking tries and he tries and he tries and he tries. It might not come off, but he tries. So I like that about Bruno. And I just feel like the only problem with this United team is they don't create enough chances. Do you know what I'm saying? That they don't create like so many attacking chances. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I don't feel like we create clear-cut chances. We might create one or two and hope to score it. Like against Sheriff, we should have slapped them about 3 or 4, but we just didn't, innit? So I don't know. That's my personal opinion, innit? But hopefully, man, this all goes round to say all this. Obviously, the title video is obviously Glazers out. I just don't want the Glazers in this club. They need to go. So yeah, man, like they need to dust out, bruv. How's your day going? It's alright, man. It was obviously the Queen's funeral. Obviously, rest in peace to Queen and that. So everything's closed in London or England in general. So yeah. Okay, Sing, big up, bro. Respect top channel, big up, man. Yeah, man, I do wanna obviously bring more live streaming content. I do wanna obviously when FIFA does come out, I do wanna do like more live streams and stuff. I'm just thinking to whether do live stream on Twitch, then YouTube, and then put the clips on YouTube because YouTube is more of a video thing. But obviously you guys let me know with that. I do want to just I actually want to do YouTube in full time, innit? Like I'm just keeping it a buck. Yeah, I just want to keep it full time. Do it full time. So I'm just thinking of ways of how I can create content that you guys would like. Score prediction for Manchester Derby. Damn. It's a good one. 2-1 maybe. I reckon we concede. I just don't see Haaland not scoring a goal. I just don't see him not scoring. But I reckon we'll get I reckon if we score first, we win that game 2-1. If they score first, it's gonna be tough. Do you know what I mean? Because we're gonna be trying to counter them all this shit. So we gotta start off quick. Nah, but Zogz top channel, bro. Keep building an empire. You got it. Big up, Sim. Yeah, man. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, we do our thing, innit? Yeah, man. Like, hopefully, man. Can't be asked Man City, bro. They're gonna win another league, bro. They're gonna do a three-peat, bro. So I don't know. But yeah, man, like I was saying, I do want to obviously do more live streaming. So yeah, I'm gonna just do like live stream. We might do private live streams. Whoever wants to kind of uh join the memberships and stuff. Definitely wanna start doing more content for the YouTube. But like I said, I might do Twitch. Twitch is obviously for gaming and stuff. I do want to bring people there as well. It's just a case of doing it really. So yeah, man. Greenwood's back. God damn. I was actually talking to my Instagram live the other day, and I was like, we need to let go of Greenwood. Like, Greenwood is not gonna play for Man United again. I don't think. Personally, I just think until that situation is solved, he ain't gonna play, bro. Like, we just need to just move on, innit? Like, it is what it is. And yeah, like, just pack it in, bro. Like, we obviously invested in Anthony as well, which shows you that they're not expecting Greenwood to come back. I don't see it, man. Personally, I don't fucking see it. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Greenwood's fucking done out here, cuz. Greenwood is done out here. Bro, he's tipped me big with a super chat. I didn't even see that. God damn. But big up him, bro. Glazers out. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, man, I want to do more live stream. I'm gonna fucking do more live streaming. You know what I'm saying? Can Licher block Haaland, do you think? I don't know, man. I'll be honest. Yeah. Haaland is just, he's a guy that he will get a goal. He doesn't need, like, the defender doesn't even need to do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it and I think, like, bro, like, the defenders ain't really doing nothing wrong. It's just that Man City creates so many fucking chances that it's kind of mad that he just gets goals. I'm telling you, if Haaland was in any other team, he would not be banging these goals, bro. Like, I said this to one of my friends. I was like, look at the hat tricks that Haaland is scoring, and then look at the hat tricks that other people score. Look at Son's hat trick on the weekend, bro. He banged it from fucking 20 plus yards twice, and then he just cool finish. Yeah, he banged a 30-yarder like twice. Haaland is banging in tappings, bro. Like, they're not like, oh shit. When you think of a hat trick, you usually think like, oh, he banged it, he banged it, he banged it. Look at Ivan Toney's one. Same shit. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it and you're like, raw, how is he doing this kind of thing? But it's just Man City play the way they play. They camp on the edge of the box. Smash the like button anyway. If you guys are coming in, smash the like button. Helps the stream out. But I just look at it and I think, what's going on? What, why ain't anyone like stopping this guy? But then I realize, I'm like, the way City play, it doesn't matter whether it's fucking Ferran Torres in the middle or Haaland. They're gonna get goals regardless. I swear Ferran Torres got a hat trick for Man City, or who got close. Or like, do you know what I mean? Like, I reckon I can get a hat trick in that team. I just always think about, if Ronaldo went Man City, would have been fucking peak, because he would have went there. He would have just been sitting around the box and feasting, bruv. Because that's exactly what Haaland's doing. Haaland's not doing anything special, you know. Like, all of his goals are just coming in the box, just tap, bang, tap, bang. Look at the way Ronaldo leapt like a salmon on against Sociedad. He just was in the air for about 10 seconds and he just headed it. And I was like, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? That's the difference, bro. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at Ronaldo like, okay, Haaland, like, okay, he's doing this, and I reckon Haaland's just gonna just slap goals left, right, and center. And I like Haaland over Mbappe. That's me. I was saying that, bruv. Haaland is that guy. Do you know what I mean? I like his personality. I like the way he is. But yeah, Zogz, would you take Greenwood back if he wasn't guilty? Well, I've seen a lot of people talk about Greenwood as a kind of a sensitive subject, in it, because obviously it's domestic abuse and all this shit. And I would take Greenwood back if he's not guilty and he didn't do it. Because if he didn't do it, why are you gonna kill a man over something he didn't do? Obviously, if he did do it, then obviously no, piss off. But if he was not found guilty, or he didn't actually do it, or whatever, you know, obviously we heard the clips, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously we can all make our own judgment from that. But it's like, all right, it just depends how you wanna. It just depends on how you see it. As a footballer, I was rating Greenwood. You already know that. I rated Greenwood highly. Like, I thought he was gonna be the next guy, like coming through, special talent. And it looked like he's ruined his career. So it is what it is. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I personally don't know. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I don't know. It's a bit of a techie one, but fuck it. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you know what the fuck that thing is though? If Greenwood was the difference between us winning the title, like let's say he scored the winner, we won the title, no one would give a fuck about what happened. That's how fickle people are, and that's just real. That's just real. Who is Manchester United's next match against? Felix, it's Man City, man. Man City are away at the Etihad, the Etihad. I don't know. That's going to be interesting, that game. Oh, Janice Haaland's athleticism. I mean, the way you spelt that is crazy. Man spelt it AFLETAC. Athleticism. I love it, Janice. I love it. It's crazy. Look at the goal we scored against Dortmund. Yeah. I hope we win against City, and I'm waiting for your reaction video. Yeah, man. Yeah, I do want to basically what I'm actually thinking to do. So obviously give you more because I give you the match reaction, but you guys don't actually know my thoughts, how I feel after the match. So you see how I see during the match, but you guys don't know how I feel after the match. I can't give you like, oh, I like this player, I liked him, da 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 da. So what I'm thinking to do is obviously do the match reactions, put them out. But as soon as the match goes, I'm gonna go live and I'm just giving my view, and I'm gonna be like, I like this, 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 and then maybe like 20-minute live. Just give my thoughts of the match review. Basically, you guys can obviously listen to it, blah blah blah, and then obviously whilst that's happening, put the match reaction out, and you guys can watch me just fucking lose my bomba clock. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to do that more. Hopefully we win, so I don't come on fucking blah. Do you know what I mean? Definitely want to do that. Like I said, man, I'm definitely doing more match reactions. Do you know what I mean? I definitely do more content. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's FIFA, whether it's this, whether it's that, definitely want to do more and bring more to the table. So it is what it is. So yeah, man, I'm excited for that. Next goal, next game, Haaland would be tapping us with his goals. I don't know, man. Like, they said that Martinez was going to get cooked by all these men, and he ain't got cooked yet. So I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Obviously, look, if Haaland scores, I ain't going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he scored. This is kind of like, yeah, bro, you scored. That's what you do. So it is what it is, man. Martinez is a good defender. He's a good defender. He's very clever as well. I feel like if Martinez was at City, he'd be oozing, bruv. Like, that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't even get exposed. I think that's what it is. It's not a case of we just need to not expose Haaland on Martinez. But like I said, man, he went a bit against Liverpool's front three. They didn't do fuck all. Arsenal didn't do fuck all. All right, Jesus was doing all. They don't even have Jesus no more. So I don't see them. Elizabeth Boy says, what do you think of Casemiro? Obviously, at the moment, he's just been coming on here and there, so I can't fully judge him. It's a bit unfair to judge him, really. But I rate him, man. There's little parts in his thing, and I'm like, ooh, oh, okay. Oh, first time pass. Okay. Like, there's certain things I'll look at in his game, and I'm like, I ain't seen that in a midfielder in ages. Like, first time, quick. And I feel like he's so good at tackling and reading and putting up fires. And I think once he gets fit and once he starts games consecutively, I don't think he can be like, oh yeah, just start one game and then, you know, don't start the next one. You can't get no rhythm like that. You know what I mean? He's not used to that. So same with Ronaldo. You need to play these games play these players into their form. So I think he'll become good, man. I hope he does, man. I hope it's like we didn't buy him and then he ends up being very underwhelming because we just don't play him enough. But I reckon he's going to do it. But at the same time, you can't really get rid of McTominay like that. You can't, because McTominay's done nothing wrong. You can't say, oh yeah, come out the fucking team. It's like, bro, like, what does that message, what message does that send you to your team? Like, oh, even I can play good and I still don't think. That's why I rate Ten Hag, innit? One thing I like about Ten Hag is I feel like he just goes off merit. Like, oh, you play good, you're playing. You're good. Oh, you play good again, you're playing. Regardless of what the fans think. Because we all know, like, no one likes, I don't say no one likes McTominay, but, you know, people don't rate McTominay like that. People, you know, this and that and a third. So I feel like with McTominay, or just with anyone in general, if they play good, you keep your spot. But if you play bad, you're getting out of it, bruv. Like, that's how I see it. Whereas last season, even with Ollie, Maguire, you knew Maguire was playing next game. Shaw was playing like, bruv, think about what we're witnessing, bro. Maguire's not starting. That's nuts. Maguire's coming on. He's the captain for like 10 minutes, bro. That would never happen under Ollie. Never. Because that was his captain. He chose his captain. You know what I mean? Ten Hag hasn't chose Maguire. He just said, yeah, he can still be captain. He hasn't chosen to be captain. He's not his player. So he doesn't have that like, oh, it's my player, I'm going to shoehorn him into the team kind of thing. So that's mad. Luke Shaw is another one. Like, gone. What's going on? I'm just like, oh, bruv, like, I can't. He gave them the chance. He gave Maguire a chance. He gave Shaw a chance. They fucking flopped miserably twice. No, I ain't having this, bruv. I ain't getting joked around here. Fucking 4-0s. No. You ain't gonna fucking put that on me. So what did he put? Put Varane in. Put Martinez in. Malacia in. Different gravy. Different gravy, baby. McTominay has obviously been good, so you can't drop him. Like, he's actually been one of our best players, like, and I think once the only problem with McTominay is he doesn't show for the ball. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing I don't like. He doesn't show for the ball when we're trying to play out from the back. And I guess Casemiro's the same. He's not really got that ball passing ability. That's why Eriksen drops deep. And you see, that's one thing I don't like about McTominay. But McTominay, you see one thing with McTominay, you're gonna get over Eriksen and Bruno, less Bruno, is the physicality. You see, McTominay, he just breaks up play. He does the ugly stuff, and he doesn't mind doing it. You need a man like that in your team. You can't have 11 ballers, bruv, because everyone wants the ball. You need some players that just, I don't mind not touching the ball that much. I don't mind, actually. I love clamping, man. You need players like that. That's what balances the team, so he's been doing that, man. He's got energy. He's always had energy. He's obviously got a character, so obviously, look, Ten Hag rates him. So Ten Hag rates him. Ollie rated him. Rangnick played him. Jose played him. So he can't be a terrible player, innit? Like, we all know he's not good on the ball, but he can't be a terrible player. I think he can be a good squad player for real. Like, he can definitely. You need players like this to just come in and, you know, do a thing and get off the fucking pitch and without, you know, no questions asked. Does the Glazers have to keep on going? Have to keep going in? Does Glazer have to keep going if next window can bring in good players? I don't know what you mean by that, but it's always Glazers out whether they're bringing players or not, bro, because they fucking skinning the club alive. So I'm not sure about all that. They need to bust out. McTominay's been good so far. I'll give it to Dalot too. They've been improving on this season under Ten Hag. I feel like Dalot was good under Rangnick last season. I think he's maybe grown up a bit. So that's good. McTominay has been good so far. I'll give it. Just read the same thing. Your thoughts on Malacia's performance? I like Malacia. I was saying earlier on this stream, if you guys joined later on, I like his intensity. I like his willingness to defend. He just plays at 100%. My biggest problem with Luke Shaw, he doesn't play with 100%. He doesn't play like he actually gives a shit. He plays like, if someone beats him, he's just like whatever. So that's kind of the vibe I get from Shaw. So I like Malacia. I think attacking wise, he's not that much better than Luke Shaw, if anything. But he just brings that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he brings that energy, that the dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know, bring a dog in him. So I like what I've seen so far, but do I think we can improve? He can improve there. All right, let's give him time. Same with Dallo. Which club do you support after United? I mean, I don't support any other team. Um, but yeah, obviously I support United, and that's my team in terms of footballing team. In terms of like, obviously Turkish team is obviously fucking Galatasaray. Um, that's my Turkish team. And obviously I like Madrid just because it's Madrid, but they're not like my team. Like I saw them win the other day. It was just like it was cruise control. But yeah. Chris Betsy, I don't know if you said your name right there, but what do you think of Martinez? Yeah, let's speak about Martinez. Martinez has been. Do you know what? Do you know why Martinez? You see Martinez, yeah. The reason why United fans love him even more is because everyone is on his back because of his height. You see, all the media has been chatting shit about watch when this guy plays against him. Watch this guy, but the whole fan base has literally united with Martinez, and the way he plays anyway, he's infectious. You know what I mean? He just. That's what I'm saying. Like he just plays with that passion. But you see, he's actually a good defender and he's a good baller as well. You know, he gets the ball, he runs with the ball, he passes it incisively. Man, I like Martinez, but I don't give a shit if he's 4 foot, bruv. Like, a player's good when a player's good, bruv. It doesn't matter about his height. Anyone that talks about someone's height when it comes to footballing ability, they ain't got a Scooby-Doo, bruv. They ain't got, like, one of the best ever defenders was Franco Baresi. He was, like, 5'10". Cannavaro, you know what I'm saying? 5'9". Like I'm saying, if you bring in someone's height into it, you're no football, bruv. Some of the best players in ever are not even 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are really like Messi's and the Iniestas and the Xavis and the Scholes and these men are small. But so like that to me, like if you're good in here, doesn't matter how big you are, how strong you are, all this shit don't mean shit. That's why I like Daily Blind, bro. Daily Blind reminds me of that kind of criticism of, oh, but he's not physical, oh, but he's not tall, but he's not. I'm like, bruv, he plays up here, bro. He's here. It's not. Maguire's big and physical, he's shit. Like, as bare big physical man. And if you're telling me that's why you're good, you're crap. Simple as that. The reason why people like Van Dijk is not only because he's physical and he's strong, it's because he's actually fucking intelligent defender. If he wasn't intelligent, he'd just be like any other man. That's what sets him apart. So I like Martinez. I can see Martinez is very clever in his aggressive defending. I used to play as a left centre-back because I'm left-footed. So I look at that position, I look at the centre-back position, and I highly, highly, like, scrutinize it. Because I look at it and I'll be like, what would I do? Or what do I like? Or blah, blah, blah. And I preferred the way, I prefer the way, that style of defending. I like that style of defending, like the Vidic style of defending. Like, obviously, people like Rio for the cool, calm, and composure. But for me, what I wanted to see, what I identified with, was that smashing into people, aggressive. Like, no, you're not having it. Maybe it was the football I grew up watching. It was more physical. It was more like, number 9s were trying to bully 2 defenders, and it's not become like that no more. But I just like that. I like Martinez's thing. Like, I just like a physical defender. Like when I mean physical, I don't mean like, oh, he's just big and strong, blah, blah, blah. I like someone that's got intensity. Do you know what I mean? He just puts his leg wherever, like puts his head where the foot is. I like that. I like players like that. And obviously players that are smart as well. So I feel like Martinez has got both. And I think there's more to come from him, to be honest with you. But I just like his intensity. I like his mentality, bro. I've said since I started this channel that United has got a mentality issue, not anything else, bro. They have got a mentality issue. For some reason, they are just weak mentally. Don't know what it is. Ronaldo come in, they're saying he upset the apple cart. That confirmed it for me that the guy with the highest mentality, with the most elite mentality in the world, come in and said, you man are joke, man. And you man took offense to it, just shows me that your man are the problem. Your mentality is the problem. If he's coming in and he's saying we need to do this to win, and you don't be like, you're an idiot, bruv. You see, if that was me, bruv, I'll be licking his nuts. I don't give a shit, fam. Clip that up. I don't care. If Ronaldo come into me and tell me, bruv, you're going to do this, 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 and you're going to be winners, I'll be like, Yeah, let's do it. Not, what do you mean? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. No, don't tell me to do that. Don't tell me to do this. Shut up, bruv. Who are you, bro? You ain't worth shit. Can't even win the Europa League, bro. You're chatting to a man that's won 5 Champions Leagues. Chatting to a man that's won 5 Ballon d'Ors. 70 goals in a calendar year. 50 goals here. Shut up. 800 goals, bruv. And you're chatting to me, bruv. Shut up, bruv. That's why I can't deal with it. I can't deal with all these weak men. And like I said, it has got to do with a weak mentality. And it is what it is. Which striker would you bring to United in transfer? That's a good one, man. Ooh, that's actually a good one. I actually feel like United... Man. United do need to bring in a striker. I just don't know who's out there, man. I feel like we missed a trick with Haaland. That's my opinion. I just don't know. I just genuinely just don't know. Who's out there, man? You know what, man? I like a traditional number 9. Like, I like the Haalands and the Mitrovic's, or even we're getting linked to Ivan Toney now. I like a proper number 9, innit? Like, someone you can just put the ball in the fucking box and he scores. Like, I think a lot of people just got obsessed with this false 9 defensive striker crap. But why can't you get a striker that can do both? Like, I don't understand. Like, Harry Kane does both. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't. What is this, bro? I grew up watching football. Like, the striker scored goals and brought other players into the play. Like, I don't want a Lukaku that just scores goals and can't do nothing else. But you can't find both. But Ivan Toney, like, he'll bring something different. Again, he'll bring that physicality. He'll bring that, like, yeah, what? No, we need to go out to places and just bully, man. Like, we don't have that. We got a bunch of nice ballers. Sancho's a nice baller. Rashford's a nice baller. Martial's a nice baller. No, bro. I want to, like, step on someone's foot, bro. Like, do something. Like, elbow him. Like, do a Fellaini shit. Like, I don't care. Like, people, you can't. The last thing you're gonna look at me and think I'm a pussy, bro. Like, we ain't doing that. So, yeah, let's see. I don't know in terms of strikers, man. Like, who we saying? Tammy Abraham, but he can't be, like, starting number 9. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna need to get, and Nkunku at Leipzig is obviously, he signed a new deal. It was obviously linked to him. I don't know. Vlahovic at Juventus. I don't know. Like, this, yeah, it was linked to Sesko, whatever his name was. He's obviously signed. I don't know. We just need, like, a proper gunman, really. Like, I just don't care. Like, just bring me someone that puts the ball in the back of the fucking net. Like, I'm not trying to dilly-dally, bruv. Thoughts on Sancho and Rashford not included in the England squad? I mean, with Rashford, there's an injury, right? So I think if he wasn't injured, he would definitely get called in. And I'm kind of glad he's not, because these times he was going on an injured back or injured this, and he was going and not getting games. So I'd rather him not, personally. And Sancho, should we start some controversy? I personally, oh, fuck it, it's my channel. I'll say what I say. I don't rate Sancho that much. Like, I look at Sancho and I just think, if he wasn't Sancho and he was just any other guy, I don't think we would be rating him. I think we'd be cussing him. I think if his name was Mick Sancho, like, do you know what I mean? I feel like Jadon Sancho has got this, like, high, like, PR, like, okay, because he was smashing out Dortmund and, you know, we wanted him for so long. But if you actually look at what Sancho's actually doing at United, it's not the most impressive thing. And this season's the season where you could actually judge him and think, well, if you don't actually get 10 goals and 15 assists or whatever it is, do you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't mind. He's a good player. Like, I just feel like, is he better than, like, Amane? Is he better than the Salah? Is he better than the Foden? Is he better than a Mahrez? Is he better than... Do you know what I mean? Like, I look at it and I just think, are we just rating you because you're just Sancho, or are we just keeping it just real and just looking at it for what it is and just being like, okay, you like, you know what I mean? Like, you're all right. You're cool. You're not, like, cooking the defender all the time. You kind of just keep it going, pass it moving, keep the ball, dribble, like, do you know what I mean? It's just very very much in front of the player, and it's not like wow. It's not like oh shit, Sancho just chops it, crosses a ball, and do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, my standards are a bit higher than like what Sancho's doing at the moment, so that's why I can't really look at it and think he's doing amazing. You know what I mean? I think he's just a good, decent little player. I don't think he's anything special really. You know what I mean? But obviously he scored the goal the other day. I think he should try and get into the box more. I think once he gets into the box, he's actually really composed and he can actually score. So I don't know. But yeah, Ivan Toney's my guy. I know a lot of wingers, but can I please get Neymar? I mean, Neymar will never come United, and he will get cooked. Like they will hate him. I like Sancho playing wide though. He's more efficient than playing through the middle. I agree. I don't think he should play through the middle. I just feel like he actually does the most damage on in the middle. I don't think he has a. I don't think he impacts the game enough. Like I don't know. I just look at him and I just think it's all like safe and that. That's my opinion though. Like I want him to cook players. I want him to like fucking roast the right back. You know what I mean? I want him to. I thought this Sancho was gonna come in and just constantly just attack the man. He don't really do it. So he's just a very tidy player. You know, he doesn't really lose the ball in possession. He goes to the left, goes to the right back, and then he just passes it back. Like he just keeps the ball well. You know, but he doesn't create loads. Nah, Tony is the guy. My G. If we don't get him, we will regret. I mean, the thing is with Tony is they're gonna be like, oh, United want Tony, 100 million. What are you saying? That's the problem with United. Is like we don't get the players before they actually get good. We get the players when they get good, and we're like, okay. No, the best way to say it is we don't get the players before they're good. We get the players when they're expensive. That's the problem. And we don't even know if they're going to be good for us. We just get the players when they're expensive. So that's the problem. You're not going to get Ivan Toney on a 30 mil. You know what I mean? So then all of a sudden the expectation just drops and the pressure just drops. But if you put 100 million on him, you're going to be like, 100 million? Haaland was 50. So now you start comparing. And that's the problem. That is the problem. You know? Osimhen, nah, bruv, he's dead, bruv. Man's shit, bruv. I don't care, bruv. Do you think Anthony's getting enough passes played to him? Again, I think Anthony, look, like I said, Anthony has played 2 games. So I'm not going to cook him. I'm not going to be like, you know, I'm not going to be sitting here and be like, he's shit. But what I've seen from him, it doesn't really impress me. Now, he's young. He's just coming to a team. I haven't seen him. I can't judge a man on 2 games, bruv. I need to give him some body of work. But what I have seen is, again, he doesn't really cook the player, or he doesn't look. Could be maybe because he's just not fit enough yet. I do like his passing. Like he passes it into the striker, and I like that. Like he's very incisive. Comes from that Ajax thing. So I see certain things. I'm like, okay, cool. But again, I'm not gonna judge him too much. It's like give him time. Like my man come in, great goal by the way against Arsenal. And I think he gives us balance. But you gotta give him time. Sancho had a whole season, so I'm judging Sancho with a bit more like, okay, we can put it down to Oli getting sacked. We can put it down to no preseason. We can put it down to Ragnick, blah 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 blah. Cool. You've had your season of I got away with it. Talk to me now. I want to see something. I want to be like, okay, you got 15 goals, this and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Sancho, and he needs to get 15 goals. He needs to get, to me, 30 goal contributions. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't matter how he gets it. 15 goals, 15 assists, but he needs to get near enough 30. And obviously he's got a goal. He's got 3 goals, I think. I don't know about assists, but he's got 3 goals. So let's see. You know what I mean? Big man, we missed out on Haaland. Ivan's the guy. If he goes to another rival, we will cry watch. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think Ivan Toney's a good player, but you never know. What's your favourite performance by Manchester United this season against Club? I think the best performance was Liverpool, without a doubt. Like, Liverpool, bruv, that first half, they were getting fucking cooked, bruv. Like, I was like, yes, bruv. Like, we needed the first one and the second one, and they would have got punched up. And then Liverpool got the game, and I was looking at it, I was just like, yeah, but you man didn't do shit. And yeah, man, I was happy with it. I was happy with how they played. Big up everyone. Smash the like button, man. If you guys are all in here. I think Liverpool was a good performance, and it needed performance. And it was just like, so where the fuck was this all this time? So you can do it, but it's in here. Thoughts on Jim Ratcliffe, man? I can't wait for Glazers to leave. I mean, if Jim Ratcliffe, I know he's got Nice. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's the greatest owner in terms of putting the right people, blah 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 blah. But would he invest into the club? Is he a fan of the club? Blah blah blah. Yes, I would rather Jim Ratcliffe than the Glazers. You know what I'm saying? If the next 10 years you said the Glazers or Jim Ratcliffe, I'm like, see you later, Glazers, and let's just risk it with, like, you know what I'm saying? The only problem is if Jim Ratcliffe comes in, he's gonna bring in his own people, and those own people might not want Ten Hag, might not want blah 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 blah. So now all of a sudden the new manager's just got fucking pressure on his back for no reason because he ain't the guy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what people don't actually account for. What's wrong with Pogba? I don't know what's going on with Pogba. I don't really follow Pogba like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gone. It is what it is. Thing about Sancho is he's not aggressive. Yep, I agree. We spent 80 million on Maguire, so I mean, yeah, but I just don't see United doing it. They're already talking like they don't want to spend in January. We need a new centre back. Doesn't mean we need to go in for Jan. Wait for June. We need a new centre back. Fuck, you know how many centre backs do we need, bro? Like, who's what? No. We don't need a new centre back. I think we need a striker. Like, if we're gonna spend big money, we need a fucking striker. I think we need a right back. I just think we need to sell Shaw. We need to sell Maguire. Get some money at least, and then you can recoup it back into the team. We lack mentality in our team. Yep, I agree. We are weak mentally. Yeah, I agree. And I think players like Martinez and I think Dallas got good mentality. Malacia, they've come in and they've improved it just from yeah, just from improving the whole shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm happy with that. Zogz looking like Gary Neville. That's funny. It's true. So we show clearly that we can counterattack now. I want to see a little bit of dominance, and it's gonna take time. Yeah, it will, man. I just think the players are not used to dominating the ball. They haven't dominated the ball in 3 years, so they ain't gonna fucking dominate now. Do you think we'll be able to beat Liverpool now? I mean, we did beat Liverpool at Mouse, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm probably give me to the UAE guys. I mean, listen, man. Anyone that comes in and just puts the right people in charge, bro. That's all I want, bro. Like, I'm not trying to fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm no politician, bruv. I'm no like, oh, but they got the human right. We get it, bruv. Like, City's got their owners, like Abramovich done his thing. But at the end of the day, like, Newcastle, do you think they care? Do you think they care, bruv? You think fans care? You think if Newcastle won the Premier League, do you think they give a shit? They don't. See, that's the thing. People are just fake woke. They're fake politicians, fake this. But the reality is, if your fucking team won the league, you ain't saying shit, bruv. That's just the facts. That's the truth of it. All these billionaires are dodgy. I agree. What happened to Martial? I mean, he's injured. You can't rely on Martial, man. I'm sorry. Like, I love him on FIFA, but you can't rely on my man. Man's made out of fucking biscuits. We need a goalkeeper as well. Let's be honest. Maybe, yeah, maybe a goalkeeper that kind of suits the way Ten Hag wants to play in terms of being on the ball. But you see, for me, the goalkeeper's got to keep the ball out of the fucking net first. Like, don't think the grass is greener, man, because De Gea is a fucking sick keeper, bro. And it's hard. It's hard to replace goalkeepers, good goalkeepers. You don't, like, bro. You, man, didn't see the Roy Carroll days, bro. The Barthez days. You know what I mean? We was lost from Schmeichel to Edwin van der Sar. There was shit goalkeepers in that time. It ain't as easy as you think. Gakpo's nice. He's so clinical. Would want him in a false nine system. Which country are you from? I'm from. I'm Turkish, man. Are you gonna watch the World Cup? And if you will watch country, yeah, I am gonna watch the World Cup. I'm gonna do some live. I'm gonna do match reactions to that as well. Yeah, I mean, I want Brazil to win. I've always supported Brazil when I was younger, so it is what it is. So what's your take on Zidane? He's got some De Jong in him, though. Fuck De Jong, bro. I hate seeing that name, bro. He needs De Jong when you got McTominay. Zidane Bell, obviously, like my twin and that. So he got a fade today. So like to see him, like, from what I saw, I was like, oh, he's a bit of a baller. Like I like what I've seen with him. What if we win the Premier League? Would you still be Glazers out? Of course, I would. Like, I don't like these owners, bro. Like these owners. First of all, we won't win the Premier League with these owners. That's my opinion, and I mean I've been proven right for long. Um, they're just shit. Like they just don't represent Man United, man. They just using the fucking club and they don't care. Like that's the problem. We need someone who's leading from the top that actually cares about what they actually purchased. They don't. So yeah, we can win the Premier League. That's not going to be down to the Glazers. That's going to be down to everyone else doing what they got to do. I just don't think they're going to put people in place to do that. No, you're wrong there. There's a great goalkeeper. If you want to play Tahang's, we need a goalkeeper that keeps it out and plays ball. I agree, but what I'm saying is you can get a lot of players, a lot of goalkeepers that can play out, but they can't fucking save. So they're gonna be like, oh, blah blah, he's gonna say he's good. I'm telling you, like we need to get a proper. When we're replacing De Gea, you need to get both, but it's very hard to find both. Who needs De Jong when you got Eriksen? Exactly. Eriksen's class. Please answer this. Which league is more popular in Turkey? Premier League or Super League? I mean, obviously the Turkish league, man. Turkish league is nuts out there. But obviously Premier League is the biggest in the world. These owners are truly users, abusers, and gold diggers. I mean, couldn't say anything better. Bruce Zogz needs to link up with Said Statman Baines. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, just comment on their lives and just be like, you need Zogz on your channel. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm available to do anything with anyone, bro. I don't care. I agree with you. De Gea has been saving our lives. It's not just that. It's just that people just underappreciate people. Like, it just is what it is. Like, especially United fans, we don't know who we got, what we got until it's gone. And then it's gone and you're like, oh, man. Like, that. Like, I saw Dean Henderson compilations. And I don't think Dean Henderson is good at all. But it's kind of like, that's what happens, that people leave and it's just like, oh, but what about if we have this? Well, oh, no. Like, oh, Lingard, or like, we're going to be talking about Lingard now. We're going to be talking about this next man that weren't good at the time. So it's like, just, my point is just like, De Gea's been fucking one of the best players post-Fergie. A goalkeeping is very hard to replace. There ain't that many good goalkeepers in the world. Like, so I just can't go, I can't diss De Gea, bro. I've seen that guy do shit I've never seen in my life. Like, he's made goalkeeping look fun. Like, I can't. Like, I can't disrespect. I'm, like, loyal to people. Like, I'm loyal. Like, I can't just disrespect greatness when all of a sudden it may fade down a bit or makes a mistake. You know what I'm saying? You make a mistake, cool. But the way people been cooking De Gea is like, De Gea is a scrub and always has been a scrub. And I'm like, bruv, this guy is... He's just done crazy shit as a goalkeeper. So it is what it is. Is it time to maybe get someone else that can play Ten Hag's football? That's for Ten Hag to decide, bruv. That's not me. But he's playing with De Gea, bruv. He ain't playing with no one else. So it is what it is. I'm glad we started with De Gea, Dean Henderson. I think Dean Henderson's shit. Oh, he catches the ball. Like, that's the thing. Like, this is the problem. People will look at what De Gea doesn't do well at, and then they'll just pick a goalkeeper that we did do that does it. But I'm like, Dean Henderson wasn't keeping clean sheets when he was here. And I remember, my man left all the goal for Salah to score, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, don't look at someone's deficiencies and be like, yeah, this, that, and the third. It's the same thing with Ronaldo. Big up Doris. Hodgson is about United. Man, I miss the Hodgsons, man. Big up them, bro. Big up yourself as well. But yeah, like I was saying, like with Ronaldo, like, people like, oh, but when he's in a team, like, he doesn't hold up the ball, but he doesn't do this and he doesn't do that and doesn't do this. Bro, if you don't put Ronaldo in the team, we don't fucking score any goals, bro. Like, obviously this season's different. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we can't just look at what Ronaldo does not do and we can't do, as opposed to what he actually does is put the ball in the fucking back of the net. We don't get that with certain strikers or certain players. I mean, Martial, he's good at linking the balls, good at looking this. Yeah, but he barely plays, one. And number two, there's a lot of times when Martial does nothing in the game. So, it's like, I could do this forever. Like, I can be like, this player doesn't do this, and this player doesn't do that, and this player doesn't do this, and this player doesn't do that. But you can't, man. Like, you can't just keep on just looking at what player doesn't do and just bashing him with it. Yeah, we know that De Gea is not good. Claiming the ball or coming out of his line. But This guy's pulled out saves that I ain't seen no other goalkeeper do. I ain't seen no one do, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's not good with his feet, or he's not this, he's not that. Like, I've seen a lot of goalkeepers good with their feet, and they ain't good with their hands. So, you got to pick your poison. Until you can find someone that's good with both, it is what it is. Are you content with our midfield? At the moment, yeah. I mean, look, man, we've leveled up the midfield, bro. Like, if Casemiro comes into the team, you're going to have Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno. Like, come on, man. That's a bad boy midfield, bro. You've got the fucking energy, you've got the fucking class, and you've got the spamming in Bruno. Like, what do you lot want, bro? Fucking Zidane, Scholes, and Carrick. Like, bro, they don't... You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I look at that midfield and I think, bro, they got a Real Madrid fucking winner 5 times. Like, he knows that CDM position. You got a Eriksen that's just fucking sick, and you got Bruno who knows how to create goals and is always trying and attacking and is doing running as well. So it's balanced. And obviously McTominay is doing his thing at the moment, so it is what it is. Big up McTominay. Don't forget about Martial. He played 1 match until now. The Premier League, like I said, Martial is all cool, but the guy doesn't stay fit, so I don't waste my time on injury-prone ballers, bruv. You know who else had the worst lockout rate? Donny. Man's off the ball affects the game in a way that stats don't measure, and we fail to appreciate that stats gen. Yeah, but they see, see, this is the thing. This is why, like Vegeta, like I'm saying, I'm gonna sun you right now because Donny is dead, bro. Donny's shit. I don't give a fuck. Like for me, that guy is so overrated, and the reason why people want Donny to play so much is because Donny hasn't played at all. But you got to think, why hasn't this guy played? He can't get in the team ahead of Fred and McTominay. And now that his manager that gave him a chance still does not put my man into the team, tells me that Oli was not wrong, that Ralph Ragnick was not wrong, that Lampard couldn't even get the best out of him. This guy, he's just not... For me, I don't like Donny. I don't look at him and I think, yeah, he just keeps it 1-2, keeps it. I'm like, oh, no, is that all you're bringing, bro? Like, to me, shut up, go. You spent 40 million on nothing. Personally, I don't think he's amazing. Like I said, who's he gonna replace? Who's gonna come in? Like, look at Eriksen. Eriksen's coming straight into the team, and he's made it undeniable. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, people just need to deep it. Just because McTominay was playing or Fred was playing and blah 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 blah. Well, Donny's been here for 2 years, bro, and now his manager's coming. What's his excuse now? He went to Everton and he was shit. He had 1 good game and everyone was like, oh, all of a sudden, you see what happens when you play him. And then he did nothing. It's just that Donny's got this crazy PR that McTominay needs to hire his team and that. But the reality is McTominay has been better for United than Donny. It just is what it is. People just don't want to credit him. But the reality is, he is. So... yeah, Eriksen's come in and you see Wagwan. It's the same with Pogba. Like, Pogba was great, sick baller. You know what I'm saying? Suleiman Pogba. I don't know if your name is actually Pogba or you're just naming it after Pogba. But Pogba was wavy. Like, he's a good player. But let's be real with ourselves. There was times where he was shit. There was times where he was inconsistent. There's times where he's actually targeted. So... I always look at it like, if you're sick and you're really that guy, there won't be no question marks over you. There is no question marks over Eriksen. We just know that he's good. We're always trying to unlock Pogba. That's like the biggest myth, bro. I've never heard of unlocking a midfielder until Pogba came. Are we unlocking Eriksen? He's playing with McTominay. What's different? Oh, but now he's got a proper coach and... No. Stop throwing excuses at man. Because the reality is, if anything, Pogba looked at his best under Rolly, who wasn't deemed as a good coach. So, shut up. Just say, Pogba was this, Pogba was inconsistent. He was good on certain days, and you could see his ability, and you could see it, but he couldn't turn it on all the time. He wasn't consistent with it. It's what it is. It's what it is. Just call it what it is, bro. It's not that deep. McTominay's a dead baller, but credit to him, unproven, under 10. He's not the flashiest guy on the ball. But he does a lot of the basics very well. Like, he breaks up play, keeps it simple, and he's got energy. Like, maybe that's his role in the team. We expected McTominay to, like, fucking create goals, and He would never do that. That's why we brought in Eriksen. So the problem is when it's McTominay and Fred, and you're like, where is that coming from? Where's the ball playing coming from? But we didn't have an Eriksen. We had a Pogba, but Pogba weren't doing it. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, we need to stop bashing players for what they are and just appreciate them. Like, all right, Eric, like, we know McTominay is limited. He's this and this and that, but he's got attributes, bro. McTominay is dead. Come on. What? I mean, look, bro, he can't be that dead because Ragnick's played him, Ollie's played him, Jose's played him, and Ten Hag's played him, bro. He can't be that fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget about what we think as fans. The managers are picking this brother. So you can't say he's dead. He may not be good on the ball. He may not be better than this player. Father, we can argue that. I agree. You can't say he's dead. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still keeping Casemiro at the team. He's still keeping, Donny at the team. Donny's just warming bench, bruv. He'll be out of the team within a year. But people have been saying this about McTominay for time. And like I said, I don't rate him as a first team player, right? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, for me, he's a squad player at United. McTominay can be in the team where he comes in, he does a few games here and there. He plays about 38, 40 games a season. It's a squad player, bro. If you're going to battle on 60, 70 games, you need a man like that. We had the Fletchers. We had the John O'Shea's. We had them kind of players. So, I have no problem with McTominay. The only problem is just when it's McTominay by himself playing all the time, then you're like, okay, we need to improve, which obviously Ten Hag is addressed. So it is what it is. Let's see. The truth is, you can't have 11 superstars. We need balance. Exactly. Rambod says, I hope Cristiano come back soon. I really miss the Cristiano Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo has just literally just lack of preseason, man. I think it's just been, he's not fit. He's obviously always conditioned to be fit, but match sharpness is different. Plus, he needs to play games back to back. You can't just drop in him 20 minutes and then, he's not that type of player. You know what I mean? He never has been that type of player. He's never had to do that in his life. So to change, it's not the same. Playing Sancho as a 10 would develop him more. Yeah, but he's not replacing Bruno, though. About time we sell Donny, Maguire, and Shaw. I agree, man. I think, we need to sell Donny, we need to sell Maguire, we need to sell Shaw, sell Wan-Bissaka, because clearly Ten Hag's not having him. That's 4 players I just named. Obviously, Jones is just still there. I don't understand. And yeah, just obviously just bring in more players. So, it is what it is. Like, Ivan Toney's a great striker. We need him. Sancho. I don't say he's a great striker, but he will be a good squad striker. But it depends what Ten Hag wants. Bruce says Sancho needs to be a 10, not quick enough to be a winger and weak on the ball. This is what I was saying with Sancho. I don't think he's a proper winger that cooks, man. I think he comes inside and he likes to play pretty football. So he could be like a number 10. He could. But I think with number 10, you need to be good with your back towards goal as well. Like, I don't know. I just don't see Sancho with that creative thing. I mean, I just think he's a tidy player. That's it. He's just okay. He's a steady guy. Like, I don't see him being like 3 or 4 out of 10. I can see him being like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. On good days, he puts like an 8. But it is what it is, man. Damn. Big up everyone joining the stream. It's been over an hour. Fucking flew by. I'm fucking starving it as well. Big up everyone that joined. Definitely gonna do more live streams. Smash the like. All that good stuff. Follow my socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, all that good stuff. Big up everyone. I love you for joining the stream, kicking it an hour. Definitely gonna do more live streams. So I've said that before in the past, but definitely I'm just in the middle of getting shit sorted. And yeah, like I said, man, big up everyone. Yeah, bruv. Like I said, respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect to everyone that's joined. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one, baby.